In this video, I'm gonna show you the top 3 mobility hacks after 40. We have seen with our clients and customers from all around the world that these mobility exercises will loosen your body's brakes. You see, when you start to train, your body naturally comes equipped with a lot of brakes because you probably haven't used it for a very long time. If we then start training right away with a body that has brakes on the muscles, this can be likened to driving on a street filled with potholes. Yes, you can drive through it, but it's a bumpy ride and things might break. So make sure that you loosen up those brakes before you jump into any type of resistance training. And the excerpt that you're getting right now is from my brand new edition of the Kettlebell Code, the second edition actually. After 13,000 downloads, I have rewritten the Kettlebell Code, and it comes equipped with an audiobook as well as a video book, and you can download it right now in the first link in the description. Let's now shift our focus to 3 assessment exercises that help us mobilize and prepare the body for kettlebell training. So, in the spirit of Olivia Newton-John, let's get physical. The hinge, the ultimate game changer. The first exercise we need to do in order to assess our mobility quality, our limitations, is the hinge. It isn't just an important prerequisite for a wide range of kettlebell exercises, but also a powerful tool that will forever alter the way you lift things off the floor, unload your dishwasher, or brush your teeth. The hinge is a hip-dominant exercise, and just like its description, you're hinging your body at the pelvis, which acts as a fulcrum, loading your legs, i.e. the strongest muscles in your body. Imagine your upper body as the handle of a wrench, and your hips as the fulcrum that turns the screws. You're essentially pushing the hips back, just like you're closing a car door with your butt while your hands are full of groceries. The upper body responds with a forward tilt toward an approximate 90-degree angle in amplitude, keeping your back flat in the process. That flat back should resemble a table, one where I could safely place a full glass of water without it spilling over. As you ascend back into your starting position, visualize how you're crushing grapes below your feet, pushing the floor down as you return to an upright stance. This cue will help you to emphasize locking both the knees and the hips. To help maintain a neutral spine, use a long wooden stick, available at your local Home Depot, and hold it firmly against your pelvis, upper back, and the back of your head. Keeping the stick connected to these 3 points throughout the movement provides both guidance and a revealing posture check. If you do this exercise the proper way, your rear leg muscles, also known as the posterior chain, will feel like 2 horses pulling in opposite directions, attached to your pelvis and knee joint. This ultimate battle for dominance between your spine muscles and your hamstrings will feel uncomfortable at first, but it will unlock a new form of freedom in your movement. 3 sets of 10 reps twice a week will do the job, and it will lay the foundation for almost all of the Big 10 kettlebell exercises we practice throughout the year. Overhead extension, the epitome of upper body strength. The next assessment protocol is about overhead extension. After initiating a powerful ritual to unlock your lower body, we now want to do the same for its counterpart. The 2 following exercises prepare your body for pressing, snatching, and general overhead movements. Back in the early days of Olympic weightlifting, the press was considered the king of strength, prompting meme-like exchanges between testosterone-laden behemoths of muscle mass along the lines of, "Good sire, how much art thou able to press?" The wooden stick we talked about earlier once again becomes your tool of choice. Hold it firmly at approximately shoulder width, with your arms fully extended at the bottom. The stick should now make contact with your thighs. Slowly lift the stick over your head until it reaches the middle of your head, with both arms fully locked and shoulder blades pulled down, not shrugged up. Test a little more range by gently tilting the stick behind your head before returning to the starting position. The following exercise also requires the wooden stick, but this time you hold it loosely at one end, with elbows fully locked. The stick should start by resting against your stomach. Now, rotate your left arm around your head and body in a full 360-degree circle, as if you're trying to put on a jacket. You're essentially circling the stick from your stomach, front, around your head, side, down to your lower back, back, and back up, completing the loop. 3 sets of 10 reps twice a week do the magic trick again, equipping you with the ultimate weapon against tight shoulders, a fragile upper body, and the croissant posture plague modern man has suffered from since the dawn of PCs and smartphones. The bodyweight squat, the apex predator of skill transfer. The final assessment exercise is the squat, using your body weight only. It's the one exercise that has permeated almost every podcast conversation I've had, elevating its importance to a unique cross-reference point of agreement among athletes and coaches from around the world. And it totally makes sense from a skill transfer perspective. Sitting down and standing up is one of the most basic and frequent movement patterns all of us do. So let's strengthen it. We follow the pattern of the Olympic squat, a deep variation that pushes your joints through their full range. Stand slightly wider than shoulder width stance while memorizing and engaging into 6 distinct cues. Chest up, hips back, knees out, arms forward, bend deep, stand up. You descend into the bottom of the squat with an upright torso, using your arms as levers to keep you from falling backward. Later in your career, you can hold a kettlebell in hand to perform Pavel's prying goblet squat to further mobilize and strengthen the hips, ankles, and knees. If your knees are having trouble with the deep squat, for whatever reason, whether it's arthritis, the internal resistance mentioned earlier, or both, you can start with a back squat. This variation stops the knees at a 90-degree angle and shifts more of the weight towards the hips. We've seen in practice that this type of squat can either be used exclusively in cases with severe knee issues or as an initiation exercise. Whatever your situation might be, it's a logical fallacy to assume that squatting is bad for your knees, unless you plan to do all activities that require sitting, like using the bathroom, watching TV, driving your car, or working at a desk while standing. And if you've somehow managed to eliminate sitting from your life entirely, feel free to send a picture of your legs to a Mr. Olympia competition and apply for a wild card. And if you're wondering what type of kettlebell I'm using, it's the Pro Kettlebell, the best kettlebell on the market, period. We are working hard to making it available in the EU, Switzerland, as well as the UK as soon as possible. We have a waiting list in the description where you can get notified once we open up shop. Check the link in the description to get 10% off your next purchase and use the code LEBESTARK at checkout. Here's the next thing that you have to do. Clean and press that like and subscribe button. Share with a friend who's interested in kettlebells. And if you made it this far, download my Kettlebell Code ebook, the 2nd edition, right now. Link is in the description. Listen, kettlebells can change your life after 40. We have seen this in practice so often. I don't just say this lightly. We have seen that people, when they started with kettlebells, doing the proper movements, as well as the hinge, which you've seen in the video, just from the first couple of workouts, they have felt an improvement immediately and right away. This is what happens when you loosen up your body's brakes. And afterwards, you then have to strengthen your body. And this is what the kettlebell can do, especially for the after 40 crowd. And for this, you have my ebook. It's 100% free. So download it right now. Link is in the description.